The woman sold all her jewelry just to pay for her husband's medical treatment, but the husband gave the money to his ex-girlfriend to buy a new car. Little did he know, he would pay for this action soon. The next second, the man started to feel some unbearable pain in his body. At first, he thought he had caught a cold, so he drove his ex-girlfriend home. As a thank you gesture, his ex-girlfriend kissed him. They started flirting with each other. Unexpectedly, this scene was witnessed by his wife not far away. She was heartbroken. The man realized something was wrong at that moment. He hurried to explain to his wife, but the wife rushed over and slapped the ex-girlfriend. The man immediately helped his ex-girlfriend up and shouted at his wife. The wife was shocked. She had given everything for her husband, only to be betrayed. She didn't even slap hard. The ex-girlfriend had purposely fallen to the ground, just to create an opportunity to frame the wife. But the husband's thoughts were all about his ex-girlfriend. He was preparing to drive her to the hospital for a checkup. The wife wanted to tell her husband about her cancer, but the husband thought she was lying. He pushed her to the ground and left with his ex-girlfriend without looking back. At that moment, the wife realized her husband had never truly loved her. Then the doctor called, telling the wife that her surgery had been scheduled. She had done a liver match test to donate her liver to save her husband. Thinking of their lovely daughter, the wife decided to forgive her husband. She immediately went to the hospital to sign the papers. Just as she was about to write her name, she suddenly received a photo from her husband's ex-girlfriend. In the photo, the ex-girlfriend had purposely asked her husband to apply ointment on her in bed. Then she took the photo and sent it to the wife. The wife couldn't take it anymore. She stood up to find her husband, determined to get an explanation. At that moment, the husband was feeling a dull pain in his body. The ex-girlfriend was gently comforting him. The husband told her that he had never loved his wife. She only stayed home cooking and cleaning. Unlike his ex-girlfriend, who was sweet and caring, what he didn't know was, his wife was standing right outside the door. She burst in, realizing that in her husband's eyes, her kindness meant nothing. She demanded to know why he gave the life-saving money to his ex-girlfriend. The man was confused, thinking his wife had cancer and needed surgery. Before the wife could explain, he showed his true colors, telling her not to spend the family's money on her surgery. The wife's heart turned cold. At that moment, the doctor came in asking the wife to sign the surgery agreement. The wife, seeking revenge on her husband, decided to keep her diagnosis a secret and refused to sign the papers. The husband laughed, unaware that he was about to face death.